died today.
Sick.
Snowmobile accident. He was 55. He's, creator of, DC Shoes.
Of course, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he made that company with Danny Way, and then also Jim Connor. Some guys might hear about that. The Hoonigan, the brand also. Crazy cars, all that kind of stuff.
He's good shit.
He started the Jim Connor stuff. Yeah, so he today RIP to him. Barbara Wall.
Yeah, hold up. Every RIP, we must cheers
And drink.
to move.
It's funny. You see what we're doing?
Yeah.
We each got a
We
cheers.
must cheers.
Cheers a different
Cheers,
direction.
you little
Yeah,
fucking
cheers.
bitch.
It's a Happy New Year in the same calendar over in Iran.
No, bro. We're talking about Muhammad. We don't even acknowledge who's this.
What? Actually, that's a good point. No, but
We don't even acknowledge this motherfucker.
New
We're
Year has
we're just a regular motherfucker, man.
our New Year has nothing to do with Jesus.
No. But you're on the Christian calendar.
No, it's not a Christian calendar.
Or whatever. Fucking Moses calendar.
Gregorian, my dog.
Yeah.
It's a Western calendar. That's
I don't
what
give a
matters.
fuck
It's
what it
Western.
is.
It's Western.
What I'm saying is that in Iran, it's like 1380 something right now. That's the count.
It started from when Muhammad died.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay,
that's the game that we're running
That
here.
makes sense. Yeah,
You
it
know what
died
I'm
something
saying?
like 900 something. Anyways, when is the New Year?
It's March. It's
March.
the first day of spring.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because we're legit, dog. We're like spring's number one, right?
This is good.
That's what you start off with, right? Then you go to summer,
Don't switch to me when I'm fucking smoking.
Right?
What's wrong with you?
and then third we go to fall. It's beautiful. It's romantic.
It's the fucking F-bombs here,
Listen,
man.
these are
What
all
the
gonna
fuck?
get these are all gonna get customized.
Jesus,
fucking beeps.
fucking hell. Well, that's a lot of fucking New Year's. We got this one. We got the Chinese one coming up, and then we got
What's their count? What's their count like?
I don't know about the count,
Is it like 5,000 something?
but they're somewhere in January, I think, or February. When the fuck is Chinese New Year? I think it's January. No.
Yo, nobody's talking about how many Indians there are. Like people low key are like, yo, there's mad Chinese, there's mad
Bro, what are
Chinese.
you
It's like
talking about?
It's like, bro,
where the fuck does this come from?
So I was looking up population, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to my knowledge, I thought Iran had something like 120 mil. I thought we were up there with
Yeah, you
Japan.
said 120, 150.
Bro, we're at like 87.
Bro, how do you fuck that up that bad?
I don't know. But anyway, I was looking at 1 and 2, and big dogs are going to be the big dogs. It's China and India.
Yeah.
What do you think China is at right now?
Oh, China is, I think, 1 point. No, sorry, that's wrong. Wait. India is at 1.1, I think.
Yeah?
China. You can say that for me one time?
China.
1.9?
1.9? Okay, China is at like 1.49, and India is at 1.37.
No way.
So India's creeping, dog.
Dude.
India's be creeping with these Bollywood movies.
But you know what's crazy about population is that India actually has it all over their country, relatively speaking. Versus China, it's all on the East Coast.
No shit,
and
bro.
then like the rest is like
You know
fucking
why?
garbage mountains,
You know why?
deserts. You can't live in the rest of
But
China.
you know why? Because Chinese are smart, bro. They go where the money is. They go where the food is, right? Some cultures, they're dumb as fuck. They'll only hang out with like where they want to hang out. Like you'd be like, yo, dog, there's nothing around here the next 500 miles. Why are you here?
No, well,
why is your tribe here?
that's
And
what
then
I'm
they'd be
saying.
Like, they'd be like, just give us money. We need UNICEF. And you're like, yo, bro, just go where the food is, man. Chill the fuck out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Iran, India is blessed with the fact that they have much more to live off the land than
Yeah,
China
they have
does.
a lot of vegetation.
all over.
Yeah.
China's just rice, and then the right side of the country's got whatever. But
Yeah.
it's amazing how much they've stuffed into that skinny part of land.
Can we say right now, if the world was gonna end, China is the best ethnicity? They're the most successful. No,
No, probably not.
what do you mean? Because America is not an ethnicity, right? It's a nation, right?
Oh,
you can't
I see
say
what
you
you're
can't
saying.
say that.
Race? Yeah, probably,
yeah.
Chinese for sure.
Chinese
Yeah,
are
yeah.
killing it.
Yeah,
Like they're on.
as an ethnicity
They're
for sure.
banging right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got their hands in everything, man. They got their hands in everything. They got their hands in collusion. They got their hands in like sexy bitches, right? What else do you want? You got collusion and sexy bitches. Like there's nothing else
Dude,
left.
How much were you like? What the
There's nothing else left, man. That's it. That's all you want, man.
oh my god.
The population, it's killing it. You know how there's certain words you can't say at 30? What are we gonna stop saying once we turn 30?
I mean, certain words you can't say when you're 30.
Like, okay,
Like the fucking
no,
word
no,
you've been
no.
repeating for the last 3 minutes.
no. Let me say something. So you could say whatever the fuck you want,
Sure.
but you don't want to be that guy who's like 45 and he's like, yo, man, your hat's fire.
Oh.
You don't want to be that guy.
I see what you're saying.
You don't want to be that guy. You could be on the bottom spectrum of guys that are relentless on the fact that they're not trying to grow up and sound like an adult. You could be there. You could kind of hang around there for a while, but you still gotta eventually just, rinse and repeat. You gotta like inform yourself on different vocabularies moving forward, so you're not the dummy that's just still saying fire.
I think there's a better way to ask this question, more fun way, anyways. We should pick different words and be like, at what age should you stop saying X word?
That's what I'm trying to say right now.
No, because the other way is hard.
First word, bro, Riz, which stands for what?
Well, that's a new word. First.
No. But what does it stand for? Do you know?
That's like the juice, like the heat, like the.
No.
Yeah,
but
it is.
what? There's an actual word, like a legitimate word in the dictionary that this is off of. What do you think it is?
Oh.
It's very simple too. I mean, not very simple.
Yeah.
But
Riz.
you could hear it in the word.
Yeah. You can hear Riz in the actual word.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Charisma.
Ah, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So Riz is like I think you can. I think if you're a minority, right? Like if you're black and you got soul, right? First time somebody fucking talked on that
I'm like,
Snapchat.
what the fuck?
Yo, we should bring that chat up, bro. That chat used to be fire, and now it's like nothing.
I can think of 2 reasons why it's not. So I don't know. Those guys can go to the other side of the bed.
Are they fighting with each other?
I don't know, man.
What's the deal here? I'm out of the loop. I don't really see you guys.
Well, I don't think it's between them so as much as it is just within themselves. Does that make sense? Sounds super introspective.
Yeah, they're fighting a battle within their heads.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Not as serious, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
Once they get out of their heads, then I think,
Yeah.
It's not them. It's not that. It's not.
You know what it is?
It's not them.
You know what it is? They don't have the Riz. That's what it is.
At what age should we stop saying dog?
Yo, dog. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
I think dog is something you can retire at 50.
I was just going to say like 50, 60, 70. Okay, 50. So you say 50.
But depends. If I'm one of those successful motherfuckers that gets that deep, like, fucking, that voice, you know what I'm saying? That Joey Diaz.
That's not a successful voice. That's just fucking smokes, bro.
Listen.
That's fucking smokes.
No, some guys quit smokes and they still got the voice, man.
Bro, yeah, but that's the damage
Stallone.
is there.
Stallone doesn't smoke.
He doesn't have a. He's got like
Hey, Rocky.
the woo.
Yeah, but he still got the rasp. There's just some guys that got the rasp
because he's aging now. But
sure,
if you rewatch Rockets,
yeah. But if I'm one of those guys, I can stretch that out. That's the only bylaw, right? There's a bylaw in this. But if you don't, you got that like bitch voice where it's like you're cracking your voice at like 50 or whatever. You just don't have a deep voice. I think you should retire that at 30, bro. You can't be saying dog at the office.
Retired dog at 30?
Yeah.
Okay. What about sick?
Oh, that's done. That's at 32 though.
Jesus.
You can't say sick at 35. Like, yo, that's sick. Yeah, it's like,
All right. What about bro?
You don't want to be that guy selling kebabs in Middle Eastern and be like, yo, bro, I have best kebab here.
He's best, bro. He's best.
Best haircut. Like, just name a trade that Middle Easterns do. Yo, best tile, bro. Like, you don't want to be that guy. So I think that as well at 30.
Okay, dude.
Dude, the thing is like white people took that shit, right? So
I mean, they made it.
No, for sure. But I also think white people can have different kind of swag. Like, okay, listen to this. Picture old black guy from like that cartoon show. The dude, what is that called? The Ducks. Okay.
You know what's crazy about Google? What do you think I Googled? What words do you think I just put and searched?
2 black kids cartoon grandpa.
2 black kids grandpa show. Right away. Fucking.
Bro.
I tell you, this is an art to Google.
Google's fucking beautiful. But if you're that guy, you can say dog into your 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. But if you're, Joe Pesci, you can't be saying dog in your 70s. He just doesn't have that kind of swag. Now, Joe Pesci has some other shit.
True.
right? Joe Pesci has like, hey, give me, you know what I mean? There's a lot of that shit that goes down with it. That there's I was rewatching some of the Sopranos, and bro, that guy.
I mean, he was never in it, but sure.
No. But I'm talking about
The head guy?
No, that's the style.
Talking about Gandolfini?
Yeah, Tony Soprano. Tony Soprano is like a scary dude, bro. I ran this guy's stats down. He's 6'3". I had no idea.
You couldn't tell? He's a big guy.
6'3" though?
He looks big.
6'3" is like, you could push a fucking NCAA shooting guard to 6'3".
Yeah, he looks big.
He's a big guy, but I didn't know 6'3". Anyway, my whole point is like, they had their own things that they said, and it's cool if they say it because that matches their style.
It's not only regionalized, but it's
within that
culturally
community.
bound. Exactly.
For sure,
yeah,
for
so
sure.
it's both. Reminded me of something that Denzel Washington said at one point. He was being interviewed at a red carpet event. Yeah. He's with a few other co-stars from a movie that he did, and the topic of race came up, specifically black race. And the interview is asking something about,
I think I saw this,
using words or whatever. And he's like, it's not the color, it's not the race. We're talking about culture. Yeah, he's like, culture isn't saying this word. Culture's like knowing what it's like to use water instead of milk for cereal. It's knowing that when you go to school to walk on a certain side of the street, or else and he started naming things off. It's like that's what culture is. It's not using these words and then going off of whatever.
Drink your drink, pussy.
I have been drinking drink, Mr. Sour.
Yo, what kind of watch is that, dog?
This is a Casio.
Oh,
Casio.
What's the most expensive watch you got right now?
It's like a $300 watch.
What is it?
It's a Seiko. Automatic.
Seiko sucker.
There's actually a really nice watch that Seiko makes, like $2,000. It's called the Grand Seiko.
I'm a firm believer that you either start with Breitling or Omega.
You're fucking weird. You don't even have a watch and you're saying these things.
No. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna start on watches,
buddy.
You got to start with a Breitling. Your first one's got to be a good one. That's what I'm saying. Like my first, when I lost my virginity, it was the same.
That's how I can tell you're not a watch guy. That's
same
a stupid
principle.
Ass opinion.
No. That's not a stupid.
It is.
Listen, it's a track record. I couldn't control my sex body count, so I'm gonna control what bands go on my wrist, man. It's out of respect for my wrists, bro.
Okay, dude. Your wrist is worth like $1 on the streets.
Listen, these wrists, bro, they point dudes to the right places to get fucking projects done.
A nice starter watch is something like a Hamilton. You ever heard of Hamilton?
Yeah, but
those are a nice entry level watches because it's from an actual watchmaker. It's decent. You can get an expensive one. You can get like a mid range one, and it's acceptable for most people.
You should get a Breitling Navi. Don't listen to this guy.
Don't listen to this guy.
For like 47 hundo with the green fucking dial.
You're dumb,
right? And then
fucking whack ass watch.
You know, stainless steel. Right?
Whack
and then go fuck yourself.
Whack on whack on.
That's what you got to get.
This is the
or you got to get the fucking Omega sub.
This is a fucking okay. First of all, it's Rolex sub.
No.
Rolex Submariner.
There's a different
you think
one.
of the Seamaster.
Seamaster. That's right.
So first of all, don't listen to this fucking guy.
Seamaster.
The trifecta of
go look at what I said,
whack.
and then go look at what this guy said. He said Timex from fucking the Bay.
Trifecta of whack. Trifecta of whack over here. Jesus.
Listen to me. One of my buddies, like 2-3 years ago, he bought like a dual tone Rolex from like 1991.
Yeah,
and this shit's like hella over polished. Like the dial's like it's not original.
Yeah.
You can just tell that this thing's like worn, right?
Right.
Pay like $9,000 for it, and came and showed off, and nobody was showing him love, and he was so pissed. He went and he sold it next day for $6,000. So he lost on 3 G's.
Fucking hell, man.
And that's what I call a dude that's insecure. Like, if you like the watch and it's a shit watch, that's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I got the Acura. When I got the Acura, I liked the Acura, but it was a shit car. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, I've gotten better cars that I wasn't as happy with as the Acura. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to just roll with it, I think. I think for me, a Breitling is the way to go, man.
Fucking idiot over here.
I used to like Movados, bro. I came a long way.
You did. I remember you said you like Movados. And Movados are, yeah, sure.
No. Movado is like that fucking retard from Iran that's like doesn't really know watches, but they just look good at the jewelry store.
Guy doesn't know watches. You know what the telltale sign of somebody who doesn't know watches actually is?
He's got a Casio.
No, what the fuck? That's
what you wear.
No, that's first of all, that's ridiculous because you didn't know the difference between a fucking Submariner and a Seamaster. So sit the fuck down.
I only know a certain amount of vocabulary.
No,
sir.
That's not vocabulary. That's like confusing a fucking TLX with a fucking RC5. You know what I mean? That's not even the same.
No, those are the same.
It's not because that's confusing two different brands and models. So that's that's
they're
just
both
sad.
Two-tone, man. They're all good.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. Talking about watches here. I was gonna say the telltale sign of someone who doesn't actually know watches. Anybody who wears a watch with a fashion brand on it.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing a Gucci, Hamilton
you're
Kors,
stupid as fuck.
That's how you know this guy. Because
it has to be a watch brand.
Well, especially because those watches will be dressed up, so they might look expensive,
but they're shit.
God awful.
The movement's garbage.
If there is a movement to begin with, it's probably quartz.
Yeah. You know what I look for now when I go through posting stuff? There's guys on TikTok, right? The bigger the nose, the bigger the deal. And that's what I go with.
What do you mean bigger the deal?
Like, listen, there's certain guys on TikTok selling watches, right? The bigger the nose, these guys are selling like $800,000 Pateks. Like, video after video after video. I'm like, how are you guys selling 10 Pateks in 10 days?
So you're saying I should get into selling watches?
I'm saying if you got a big nose, you got it. You got to mazzole it.
Right here.
All I know is this.
Right here.
They say 3-4 different figures. They're pretty goddamn close. Like, it's pennies they're throwing around, right? Like, for a guy selling 800,000, he's throwing out 1%. He's bargaining over 1%.
Yeah.
And so's the buyer. Okay? And they're dealing with over percent. If two guys have big noses across the table, that's the deal you want to watch because nobody's giving up nothing. These guys are talking about 0.00001%.
Ridiculous.
They're going over like 55 like dollars over a $600,000 fucking AP. It's ridiculous. It's interesting as fuck because I'm like, yo, you own a shop behind you.
Yeah.
That's you probably holding like 10 mil in watches at least, if not more, because this single watch is $600,000.
Yeah.
You're talking to me about $55? That's fucked up. In my culture, if you're a real man and you're bargaining over $55, you're not a real man.
You know what I've been watching recently?
What?
Ballers. You heard of it?
No. It sounds gay.
Okay. Fucking weirdo. Dwayne Johnson. The whole thing is about Dwayne Johnson's a financial manager for ex-ball players.
Can I say something?
No. Because he was an ex-ball player. It's all football. So it's all just about the football lifestyle. So football players, the contracts, the stuff. You don't actually see any football games. Like anybody actually do. You just see like maybe some scrimmages or whatever. But the whole point is the culture behind everything that you see on like Sunday night and on Monday night. So sports what do agents do? What do the managers do? What do they do behind the scenes? How do they negotiate with the owners? How are they negotiating with the coaches? How are they doing all these moves? How do you guys get into like endorsement deals? All that other stuff. So what I'm saying here, I want to get into sports management.
The guy with the smallest balls is hosting that show. This guy's been doing testosterone for like 15 years. His balls are like.
What do you mean hosting the show? You mean like
you said Dwayne Johnson
starring? Yeah, he's a star in the show.
Yeah. Okay, so he's a star in the show with no balls. It's kind of ironic.
It's not a porno. It's
no. But it's the show's called Ballers. Guys with balls.
No, man.
They deal with balls.
Oh my god.
Right?
Dude, I can't explain. I'm out. I'm done.
This guy's got no balls, man.
Yo, cut this. Cut the clip. I'm walking out. I'm gonna get food.
Yeah, come on, man. Chill.
This fucking guy, man.
All right. Let's do 2 more words you can't say after 30. That's the segment's name. 2 more words you can't say after 30. Right?
Okay.
So we got Riz. We got dog if you're the wrong ethnicity. Yeah.
No, bro.
This is actually something probably that turns out to be frequent in our generation. Dudes that are jacked as shit. Like, homeboy's on like 13 cycles, okay?
Okay.
But he's got no cock. Because he's like,
okay, makes sense.
He's
makes
like
sense,
from Thailand or
makes
something.
Makes sense.
Right? So he's Ken doll and he's looking great, but no cock to go along with it.
What else you got?
You know what kind of guy you are?
What kind of guy I am?
Yeah.
No, you know what kind of guy you're a punk dog.
No, you know what kind of guy you are with the truck?
Oh, what you got?
So you got a truck, right?
Yeah.
So you would think
nice fucking truck.
Right? It's a nice truck. but you're an indoor type of guy. You're not an outdoor type of guy.
I didn't used to be. I actually used to be outdoors.
You're an indoor guy, right? You're like an indoor cat. You're social. You're civil, right? So what you would be is Hector, the great indoorsman.
Indoorsman is a word?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it not a word?
I mean, I've never heard of these words. Ken Dolling, indoorsman. They make sense.
Indoorsman.
It makes sense.
These make sense. Yeah, you got anything? Come on, bro. What's going on?
It looks like you're reading off a list. I'm just waiting for you to read your right. This motherfucker right here. I wish I could flip to the camera so you guys could see what the fuck I'm looking at. This motherfucker is looking at a piece of paper that he wrote with words in his own handwriting. He's looking as if
I'm trying to see which one is legit.
Yeah, sure. Son. They look as if they're fucking hieroglyphs. Homie's having a hard time fucking deciphering this shit. It may as well be written in fucking Korean.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so guess who? Like, I know we got a lot of deaths, but I've been posting about this Victor Bout guy.
Victor, no, was that his name? Bout?
Yeah.
That was something else. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so this guy is like the ultimate villain arc, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, he's the modern, I want to take a bunch of soldiers and rush them into fucking, from the Ottoman Empire to fucking the Crusades. He's that guy.
Definitely not.
He's that guy?
He's not.
But behind closed doors.
That's what I was going to say. He's not that guy because he's behind. Have you actually seen the movie about him?
Yeah, I watched like videos about him.
No. There's a movie.
No. Those videos are based on the movie.
What?
They take segments of the.
You know what movie I'm talking about?
I don't know. It's like some documentary. No.
No. Like a Hollywood-made movie.
Oh, I haven't seen
with
that
Nicolas Cage. It's called Warlord.
No.
Warlord. Let me see. Warlord. Actually, I fucked it up. One of my boys is gonna kill me for this. The name, no, because you should watch it. It's Lord of War, and it's on Netflix. You should check it out when you got a time. When you get the sec. They never name Victor Bout's name or whatever, but It is Nick Cage's character is Victor Bout. And if you look at how they made the movie and all that stuff, it's like this is basically just they could never use his name because it was too sketchy. But that's basically his whole life. Check it out when you got time. It's a good movie.
Would you want to experience his life?
No, 100% not.
Not even a little bit?
No. Because what would draw me to that? Okay, I'll tell you right now.
The experience.
No, dude, what the fuck? What would draw me to his experience? Things like, okay, the notoriety, for example, like going into certain meetings and people knowing who you are and what kind of power you have. Sure. Money, access to transportation anytime you want, for going doing whatever, brokering deals with really important, dangerous people. Knowing that when certain things happen, you were the cause of it, even though no one's gonna name you. Like if there's a proxy war that breaks out, you're like, yeah, I basically supplied that shit.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of that stuff doesn't. The only stuff that really attracts me there is sure the notoriety, but I can get that elsewhere. I wouldn't want to experience all the other stuff this guy had to deal with just to experience.
He did like 10 years of prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty of notoriety.
No, the notoriety of like before he went to prison was what I'm saying. When he was in his prime.
I would also say like if we get to a part in civilization where we can buy these guys' experience and just not actually physically experience it, but mentally experience the memories or some shit in a time-stamped like timeline where it's like it's kind of like a trip.
That's what movies are, bro.
No, I know, I understand that, but what I'm saying is to be there is the movie captures a point of view that they want you to capture.
Yes.
Okay. Whereas I'm talking about something that you're the point of view of the memory. So like kind of like remember Harry Potter kind of where they used to dip their face in that fucking holy water bullshit.
Yeah.
And they used to trip balls.
Yeah, you watch Harry Potter?
Yeah, dude, dog. Come on, son.
You're so gay.
You got to get the basics down,
so
right?
gay.
The Godfather, Harry Potter, Twilight.
Gay.
But anyway,
it's okay to be a little gay, man. It's okay.
Anyway, you got to.
You ever put one up your ass?
Who hasn't? Name a real dude that hasn't put a one up his ass.
Expelliarmus right
Go
up
ahead.
in there.
2 points for Gryffindor. That was good. All right.
So you know they measure the wands, right?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Like
It was
9 and 3/4, 9 inches.
Armand, you put a 12-inch wand in your ass. What the fuck? Professor Snape, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just, the well's deep.
Oh my god.
But good stuff. What would you say the benefits of having Hitler was?
What the fuck, dude? This is, oh man, I wish, oh man, if only we could have Emil here and we could cover his face so nobody knew it was him. Man, you just let us two fucking go off. Years ago, this actually came up in a group chat. Oh my god, back and forth for like 3 hours. It was ridiculous. The whole argument was Hitler a benevolent ruler? Do you know what benevolent means? Because this actually matters if you're going to make the argument.
Yeah, I know what but keep this in. Keep this in. Give me that, dude.
Okay.
I know what benevolent means.
Benevolent? For those who are unaware. Oh my god.
Oh man, keep that in there, bro. All right.
For those who are unaware, benevolent means doing good for
their own people.
Yeah, so that's why like if you say benevolent leader is like, was that person doing good for their people?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's like the definition goes even further than that, and it's like, were they only ever acting for the benefit of their people?
What's your argument?
My argument is no. He was not a benevolent leader.
No,
benevolent
not for them?
No, not for Germany.
Why not? He killed 6 mil.
What?
He killed 6 million Jews.
Yeah, how's that good for Germany?
Well, I mean, if you take into account that what he was saying is true, and Jews are like Freemasons and they're running the world, right? They're running the world's economy behind closed doors. They're the one in control. If you take that perspective and say it's real, him killing 6 million Jews, he might not have killed those families that are in charge of the central banks, but he's
Bro, don't go
fear.
Kanye on me, all right? Please. Like, we already saw that once. We don't need another fucking copycat over here.
All I'm saying is that if you believe that, then yes, you would believe this. But what I'm saying is...
No, because think about what he got Germany into. He got them into a war that literally destroyed the country and had it split into two. Into West and East Germany.
Germany's doing pretty good right now.
They are now. But they had to go through a lot of shit to get back to where they are now. The Cold War, my guy.
It's all good in
Russia.
the hood.
Yeah, see, that is not what I would use as a definition of a benevolent ruler. Okay? He did a lot of fucked up shit to his own people.
You can make that argument either way.
I mean, that's... I guess
you can make the argument either way because there's no... This is a perspective that you're trying to... You're trying to...
No, you just look at the facts. You just look at how... Because it's done. History's over. It's right there looking... We can't change what happened.
Yeah.
You can only look at what happened and then figure out... Objectively, did it put the people of Germany in a better position or did it not? It did not.
What if they won?
What do you mean, what if they won?
What if they won the war?
They didn't, so then what's the point?
So that's what we're basing it on, if they won or not.
No, are you just straight up basing it on, like, have the German people been put into a better position after he came into power or not? And he did not. And they did not. So that's what it is.
And Emil was saying he...
Yeah, because there was a misunderstanding between the word benevolent and what that meant.
So that's what he was arguing.
Yeah. So he was saying in 4. I mean, don't... He's going to get so pissed when... If he ever hears, he's going to be like, yo, man, what the fuck? But yeah, that was like a 3-hour argument we had in the group.
Fuck him. He can cry to his girlfriend.
That was a good time.
Hitler, he was on meth. So anything he did was...
His soldiers were on meth. I don't know if he was on meth.
He was on meth, bro.
You sure about that?
there's videos of this guy just jonesing in a seat, just fucking back and forth, back and forth.
I actually fucked up the definition benevolent.
What does it mean?
But to my benefit. So benevolent actually means well-meaning and kindly. So that's why it's, in a way, it's more ambiguous, because you're like, what's well-meaning, right? Well-meaning. Maybe you were well-meaning, but you just fucked it up anyways. So that's where the whole argument came. That's why we went back and forth for a while. But yeah, that's what benevolent means. It's weird because benevolent, the word, it almost sounds bad, but it really means good. All good things. It's like well-meaning and kindly.
So you're going to start selling watches or what?
No, probably not. I'm going to get
I think one of the reasons you're a great salesman is because of your nose.
I mean, that's probably up there.
Like, I think you can smell the deals.
The nose and the mustache, basically, that's it.
I don't know what kind of promise the mustache brings to a customer.
I'll clean up after my customers.
How does that provoke that idea?
My mustache is like a broom. Like a push broom.
You'll push with your mouth.
If I need to.
Onto their
For
cock.
my customers, if I need to.
And then you won't leave a dust print.
That's right.
No fingerprints.
No, not at all, bro.
This is kind of like The Godfather.
That's right.
The second one. Where he kills the guy and drops the gun.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, son. I know my Godfather.
Look at him. The classics.
Come on. Hey.
With Harry Potter.
All due respect.
And the 9-inch wand.
12-inch.
Wand.
How dare you disrespect
12-inch,
me?
wand.
I went over like 4 of those bands. You know how it goes in?
Jesus.
Oh, man. Would you ever date, at this age, someone who's like, let's say 5 years to 10 years older than you?
Not 10, 5 I could still do. But that's still... It's more... I'm less inclined to do it now than I was before. Just because I'm also aging, right? So at a certain point, that's going to be like, where the fuck is that putting us?
What's the upside of dating someone older?
Well, the way I used to see it, and I still kind of do, is that, you know, you deal with people who are more mature, that give you more lively conversations that don't bore you. They're generally more experienced in life, so they can offer better advice to some of the things that you go through. And me, myself, I've always seen myself as somebody who's a bit more advanced in my age. I don't know about that anymore because I'm getting close to that, where it's like I'm going to start converging to a point where I feel my actual age mentally and physically. But before, when I was, 21, I didn't really vibe with a lot of the people that were doing 21-year-old things.
Yeah, I remember you running at 21 and it looked like a middle-aged man, honestly.
What?
Yeah, like I think with
you were in prison at 20 when we were 21.
This is also true, but when I came out...
This motherfucker over here.
Remember when I saw you? This is what I'm talking about.
When did you see me running?
I saw you with that fucking ginger bitch.
Yeah, I was not running.
Yeah, but you were walking and you were hunched. You look like you paid taxes for 30 years and had 2 divorces. Okay. Like you looked... Your posture didn't look great.
Are you going to fucking trash me while you ask me a question, or are you just going to trash me?
No.
I'd rather just have you trash me instead of me trying to answer something and you're like, oh yeah, you look like you're looking pretty shitty, bro.
Listen, if you're going to do my impressions, you do it with the fucking Italian accent, or you don't do impressions at all.
No, man.
I don't sound like some surfer from
you
fucking
You only
San
get the
Diego.
Italian accent when you show some respect, all right, motherfucker? With your fucking spearmint fucking narcotics over here. Shit.
Oh man, yeah, this is good. This is a nice side of you, man. I think you need to come in. This is like a therapy. This used to be a therapy session for me when I came out of prison. Now it's a therapy session for you.
Oh, yeah?
To get you like a little bit more alpha. So you come in here, I give you some shit. I talk about your nose. Your people eating corn.
I blame the liquor on like an empty stomach.
Yeah, and you get 100%. Fired up. You get fired up, bro. This is nice.
We got to go to more bars, man. I'm telling you right now. But not like, it doesn't have to be some crazy shit, but just go to some like lounge, like a nice lounge bar, get kind of fucking tipsy, hit on some girls, and then,
Are you stealth?
Am I stealth?
How good are you?
Like, is my dick stealth? Like, what do you mean? What is stealth?
Like, okay. I could keep 3 to 4 conversations going with girls throughout the night.
Oh.
Right? And then
in the same place, you mean?
Yeah.
Damn, that's great. I haven't tried, so I don't know.
It's interesting because you kind of act busy because it helps so that you look like you're working.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, wait, for you,
it helps.
You got cover.
It helps that it looks like you're working.
Yeah.
because you could just bounce and make it seem like,
oh, I gotta go. Yeah.
You just avoid awkward situations by just bouncing at the right opportunity, right? You make your points, right? You come on like fire, right? And then you leave like electricity, right? As soon as
you're not forced to stay.
As soon as you see some grounding going on, and you're like, boom, out, and then you dance with a girl. And then the other thing is like, if it goes south, and it can go south this way, a girl could always be like, oh, I see you talking like,
yeah.
But always remember, girls are competitive, man. So if they see you talking to like 5 or 6 other girls, that actually gives them the idea that you are high value to an extent where you can attract and talk to X amount of girls.
Sure.
To a man, it's meaningless.
Yeah. So how do you see that dynamic? So you already mentioned how you think you see girls being competitive in that situation. Do you think guys are more or less competitive in that same situation?
Women are more civil. They're more civil. They're more civilized. So they come off as a professional when they're in these environments. Whereas men, you can kind of see them get angry. They show their at face value what they feel more. Whereas a girl can fake it really well.
Yeah.
Also, women are, if you can kind of bind to that idea where you're a professional and you never slip, whereas like nothing really gets you mad, you kind of keep it professional at all times. If there are people that come around the club a lot, it gives you really good headway because they'll talk about you to their friends a lot.
Okay. I'll put it to you like this. You talk with the girl that you're interested in, at least, right? You're not going crazy about it, but you're interested in. And then she goes off and talks to like another dude or like 2 other dudes. Is that making you want to pursue her more or less? For you personally, because I'll give my answer right after
I don't
yours.
feel nothing. I don't feel competition anymore, really.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I don't see the point. They're not the value I'm seeking. Like I don't seek women. I don't put any kind of precedence on getting the girl, and because I've worked on this over the years. I've had multiple time to like practice not feeling anything. When I was 20 though, 100%, I've punched out enough dudes over that shit when it was the girl's fault.
Yeah.
But again, I have no right getting mad at the girl and I have no right getting mad at the dude. She doesn't owe me nothing, neither does he.
Yeah.
If anything, I owe it to myself not to get pissed. This competitive side, it's good, but you got to hone it to a specific scenario and in a certain way, right? Like when you go to the gym, remember these bad things that happen to you. That's really going to be beneficial. Sure. But if you're in the present and it's happening, the best thing to do is try to know as many people in that environment as much as you can. And because of this, first of all, those type of people are really good at promotions. For example, promoting friends, promoting connections, promoting many different kinds of aspects. Korean culture in general, there's no such a thing as a jealous boyfriend that gets mad at you for having too many guy friends. Because they all hang out in a group most of the time.
Right.
They all have guy friends.
Yeah.
This is impossible. But you got to understand, it's not the same as like a white girl having a guy friend that she's known for 10 years. These people go through life introducing themselves politely, and same with the guys. The guys aren't animals like we are.
Yeah.
They're different. Like they're all different, bro. They're all kind of professional up front. They never show you their actual face of what they think.
Yeah.
That's why guys like us, well, like Middle Eastern especially, we really show what we feel at face value. We'll go punch a dude in their face and catch a felony. This is idiotic. This doesn't work in your benefit at all. It's uncivilized.
Yeah.
Right? So in those circles, you will look like a child if you act like this. So you have to kind of hone it. But again, naturally, I'm not this guy. I am not that guy where I'm cool with everything and like I don't get jealous. I am not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I will literally call your dad and snitch you out. It's been done before. I had this one girl's dad drive from like a 400-kilometer drive just to catch his daughter drinking because they were hella Catholic.
How would you even make it in time? That's like a 4-hour, 5-hour drive.
Yeah, but like we're talking, it's 9 a.m. It's 9 p.m.
Oh,
guy.
Yeah, okay.
The guy came there at fucking 1:30, picked her ass up, and deported her ass back to fucking where the fuck she belongs to.
Jesus, dude.
Name of the game, bro. You want to play with fire, you get burnt.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, it is what it is. Do you ever look back and you're like, I should just fuck the shit out of that chick and choked her? Or do you ever you're kind of happy with however the past kind of laid down its like, you know, its leaves? I studied that like a motherfucker.
Well, it reminds me of what we talked about when Shahab and Julian were over. And we're like, it's logically impossible to live your life with regret if we were happy with where you are at the moment. Now, if you're not happy or if you feel like you're missing something, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It makes sense to look back and be like, okay, what could I have done differently? You know, how would I approach the situation better in the future kind of thing. But it doesn't make much sense logically to do that if you're feeling like you're in a good place.
A submissive chick, it's easy to get along, right? Because she's hella submissive, right? And she'll do like, let's say if it's correlated with like people who are submissive, generally, they will like do the cooking, do the like, okay.
Yeah.
They're traditional in a general sense. However, to seek this type of person, you got to be like an ultra aggressor. So are you willing to be like the guy that does all the work?
In what sense? Like a traditional guy?
You got to do all the work, man.
Well, I just kind of just model it based off what my parents did. So there was a time when my dad was the sole provider. And to this day, he's not the sole provider because my mom, obviously, once I was old enough to go to school, she got it. So she was actually, my mom was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Until she could actually let me go to school or something similar because there's no daycare back in the day. Like there was, but parents couldn't afford it. So I was like, well,
of course.
Not only do I want to, but we have to keep myself at home and, you know, whatever, raise you. So my dad's not the sole provider anymore, or for a long time he wasn't, but he was still doing all the other stuff. So fixing stuff around the house, taking care of things in the house, anything that in the house had to be taken care of, he did. Certain decisions, whether big or small, deferred to him. Discipline went to him. Like it's all like your typical like, this is what like the bad does. He did. So I've seen it enough where I'm like, yeah, I'd be comfortable doing all that stuff.
Do you think you can replicate it?
I think I could improve it.
Do you think you can enforce the type of discipline that your father's instilled in you?
I wouldn't want to. I want to do a better way. I don't think
it's better. Do you think you got a better way though?
Oh, 100%.
How do you know?
Well, what do you mean? How do I know? Well, because I know
never tested it.
I know the damage it did to me, so I know that I wouldn't want to do that kind of damage.
Let me tell you one thing though. There's nothing you can do to like seize all damage. You're gonna cause damage one way or another.
No, that's not. I don't think that's true at all.
Because it's a yin and a yang.
I think it's a very simple way of looking at it.
Any skill that you instill, there's a negative point of it, and any skill that you don't instill, there's a negative point of it. There's pros and cons to everything you do. I was like, as far as the kid, you cuss at him. There's things that happen. If you don't cuss at him, there's things that happen. You hit him, there's things that happen. If you don't hit him, there's things that happen.
That's a very like simple way of.
I would be probably doing 50 to fucking 25 to life right now if I wasn't hit and disciplined. I think it would be even better if I was.
Some people would argue that you did what you did because you were hit. Right, so it's hard to go back. Like no one's doing that. I'm not going back and trying to change how I was brought up.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. I'm just saying.
Well, it's over.
I wouldn't copy that going forward, given a choice. So in this case, if I had a kid, I wouldn't be copying what I was being dealt.
What would you change? You want to go into it?
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. Then no.
Like it's pretty personal, but I would. Like I said, I have ideas of things that I would improve on. And that's the whole point. You want to raise your kid so that he does... And this is something that my own dad has told me. He's like, listen, I'm not saying I did a bad job. I'm not saying I did a... Whatever. It's like, I'm not judging what I did with you. We've had it out a few times. But he's like, regardless of all that, the whole idea here is that you do better than I did. in every aspect. It's like whether it's professional, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friends. It's like I'm raising you to be a better version of both myself and your mom. So if you can do that, awesome. If you don't, I'm going to love you either way. But the idea here is that you do better. I'm not going to be jealous that you like surpassed me or whatever. Like, that's the whole point. He's like, that's the goal of every parent, is that their child does better things than they were able to do. That avoids the mistakes that they themselves did and hopefully improve. That's the goal. He's like, whether you do or you don't, he's like, hey, at the end of the day, he's like, mijo, you're still me here. You're still my son.
So like, when they pull out that mijo shit, you know it's they're going that roundabout of the conversation and trying to conclude that shit.
Basically.
Mijo.
Yeah.
Let's get it together, guy. You know?
So that's the idea. And it'll be the same when I raise mine, because it'll be the same fucking conversation. It's like, listen, hope you fucking strike it out better than I did. I hope you're a millionaire at 18. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want. It's very unhealthy to be like, no, I'm going to set limits for you as you grow up. That's ridiculous.
I think by the time we got kids that are 20, 25, salaries are going to be like 700, 800 grand.
Oh my God, yeah. How's that
to deal with,
like, right? Yeah.
To deal with inflation, to deal with
who knows? Fucking hell.
High expense.
Yeah.
No, but think about it like this. I remember gas was like 42 cents when I came to Canada.
Yeah, it went up pretty quick though. It was $1 by the time we were like 5, 6.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Bro, my sister was I was over 10 years old when it was like 75 cents or something. We could look this up right now, bro.
Very quick. Yeah, just look that up.
Look it up on your phone.
You want a nug?
That precision, because you know,
yeah,
right here,
I fucked that up.
Right here, look at this. This is a blind spot, son. I can't see this.
Oh, okay, play wide receiver for the fucking BC Lions.
For the world, bro. I catch the fucking nukes that come down from 9/11. Don't tell nobody.
All right, straight from StatsCan.
Go ahead.
Just loading. Okay. Give me a
2001.
Give me a 3-year span.
2001 to 2004.
Okay. Oh, shit. I put the from in the two. All right.
Actually, you know what? Give me a 2008. 2007. Go 2007.
No, you already said 2001 to 2001 because that actually lines up with what we were saying. Don't bitch out now. Definitely don't do that.
Bro, it's already over with. It's been decided.
All right. In BC, where
yes.
BC, motherfucker.
Come on, man.
Vancouver. Here we go. Vancouver. July 2001 in Vancouver, 67.
Boom.
In July, it jumped.
How old were we?
It jumped by 6 cents in 2 months. It was 74 cents by the time of September of that same year.
Okay.
And then it went down, went up, blah, blah, blah. Here we go.
When did it start being $1?
It actually spiked to 87 cents in 2003 of March.
Bro, when was it $1?
Hold on. Oh, 95 cents. Is that $1 for you?
Okay, when?
That was May 2004.
When was it $1.03? Because that solidifies it. This guy chews like a camel.
You chew like a
from the back to the front. I chew like a fucking tiger.
Tigers don't fucking chew, bro.
Bro, they chew.
They rip off and swallow. You think tigers chew?
That's what I do. That's what I do. I rip off and swallow.
Oh, I forgot you're a swallower.
Bro. They call me got 3 times.
The gluck gluck.
The gluck gluck glizzy cam, bro.
All right. When was it $1? Oh, there we go. 101. It hit 101 in April 2005.
Bro, we were like 25 by then.
Yeah, bro.
How old were we in 2005? We were 12.
Yeah, 12.
What did I fucking say?
No, you said your sister was. What the fuck did you say?
I said I was at least over 10 years old before, and it was still under $1.
You said your sister was well over whatever.
She was 15 when it was like fucking under $1.
All right, good W.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you guys right fucking now. I'm that cat, right? That is like steadily collecting these dubs. Just collectively educated dubs over and over again. And then suddenly, nobody's asking. Nobody's asking nothing. You need more water?
No, I got hot water.
Nobody's asking nothing. Then boom. Suddenly, Armand's the all-time dub winner, bro.
Okay, that's a fucking weird way to selectively choose your wins.
I'm telling you, dog. I take these dubs when I can, man.
All right, spark one up.
So I was telling you this. In cultures that the women are more traditional, it seems like the type of personalities in that culture are more similarly inbound to each other, and there's more duplicates of each personality type within that culture versus cultures who have like heavy influence of feminism. They have much more original types of characters that you meet.
You're just talking about individuality, and we've talked about this already before.
Yes, but individuality is much more pronounced in Western culture versus Eastern culture. By far.
No.
There's duplicates. There's like mad duplicates.
We've said this before, right?
We've never talked about this before.
Yeah, we have, because when I went to Japan, I talked about being in Japan, how Japan is a very homogenous culture.
Yo, you done fucking eating, bro?
No, fuck off. I eat slow. What's the problem?
This guy is like a fucking anaconda, bro. He eats like a fucking deer, but then it
It's
takes
better
him like
for you,
15
man.
hours. No, man.
It
keeps
is.
you vulnerable. You're like an old man.
What are you, a fucking idiot?
Everybody's
Vulnerable
waiting.
for what?
You're gonna get ass fucking. You're gonna get fucked in the ass one day. Yeah, bro. You're gonna be sitting at a
Don't
table.
describe me your fucking fantasies. Keep that shit to yourself.
Joey's somewhere, some fucking half.
Just because, like, when you vomit, you're gonna fucking throw up half your burger.
You're gonna be
at
a half
once.
a fruit cup fucking place, and then boom, some black guy named Javon's gonna come down and call you his wife.
Eating like a tiger is gonna fuck you on later in life. So you go ahead and keep doing that, buddy.
Oh, life after 60 shit.
you're gonna have shits like Senora.
I already do.
Well, enough said.
They're efficient, bro. They come out fast.
That's
and they
disgusting.
dry faster.
What's the point of even eating?
You can repeat the cycle. Rinse and repeat, bro. Wash on, wash off. Wax on, wax off, bro.
We've talked about homogenous cultures don't have space for individuality. Japan is a good example of this. You go there and everybody's the same.
But everybody's more of an intellectual also.
In what way?
I would say this. I haven't been to Japan, so I can't say. But I would say in Iran's case, education is your best chance of getting out of the gutter.
Sure.
And it's very well pronounced in the culture. Nobody's trying to get a athletic fucking contract or a model contract. Nobody gives a fuck about that, or being an actor, or any of these like kind of vain professions, or these long-ended, exciting, ventures of entrepreneurship / anything else that you want to include in there.
Don't dream of playing for Persepolis or whatever.
Not by the time you're 10, 12 years old, you're realistic. Like, I'm not matching those kids, bro. You already know. You already know. They already picked those kids by that age. Like, Iran, even as shitty as Iran is, Iran qualifies for World Cups.
Did that surprise you that I knew that?
What?
Persepolis?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I got high hopes for you, dog.
I was like,
high hopes
that's
for you.
kind of impressive.
But yeah, by that time, you already know. Like, if you're special, I don't give a fuck where you could be in Antarctica. If you're special and you're viral, somebody's going to find your ass and take you and put you somewhere. Like those fucking...
Sounds not scary, bro.
Like those models that... Bulgari or what is that fucking brand called?
Bulgari?
Bulgari. Those fucking...
What do they do?
They're these weird fucking
what'd you do with the sauce? You threw it away? Oh my god.
Sauce finished.
You used sauce on 3 nuggets?
4 nugs, bro. Chill.
That fourth one just went in your mouth. I saw it. Damn, bro. Your sauce was heavy, huh?
Dude, the only rule I follow is don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost in the sauce. Like, one of our classmates that we went to class with, he's a promoter. And on the weekend, he came and he dropped like $7 from $100, $1 stack on top of the DJ booth. And then he took a couple videos and then bounced.
$7?
Like $7.
$7.
I counted. And he took a video and bounced, right? Like, these kind of moves are childish as fuck, but you just let it happen, bro. Because you're just like, dude, that makes them happy, man.
Got a lot of people do what makes them happy.
You want that boomerang. What is that thing called on Instagram? The boomerang where you're throwing the dollar bills and it's coming down and going up. He wanted that, and it was worth $7.
All right, more power to him.
I've paid for worse shit.
This meal costs more than $7.
That's what I'm saying. And that's a legit promotion right there, man. You're one of the nightclubs throwing seven dollies up there.
What's the biggest promotion in Vancouver?
As far as like promoters,
yeah,
depends on what fucking industry, bro.
I'm talking about like the nightclub world.
Oh, I mean they're all kind of minor.
They're all the same. They're all playing the same.
They're all the same spectrum of promotions. The thing is, there's not that much money in nightclubs, especially in Vancouver.
Where's the money for promoters? What do they do? Promoting concerts? What are they?
Concerts, there's a lot of promotion in that. There's lots of promotion in a lot of these guys. They want like full-time, full seasonal promoting. Because you got to understand, these guys aren't promoters full-time, bro. There's no nightclub scene for full-time. That's the problem, right? In the States, you got clubs running 7 days a week.
Yeah.
That type, where they don't go out, right? But they got money, and they're young enough that they would come out to the nightclub scene. You approach those people in an office scenario, and you're like, hey, there's 50 people on this floor. We're giving, instead of $35 or $25. For New Year's, they were selling it for $100 a piece. I made $800 on New Year's.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
For 3 hours work or 4 hours work?
No, it was 4:15. Put some respect on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Put some respect on it.
Still, 800?
Light that bitch up. That's not.
Oh, did you? No, fuck this, Roach. Give me real stuff.
Come on, man.
Okay, I'll finish up. Give me a good one. Give me a good one.
Yeah, I'll give you a good one.
Give me right now. You're my mom.
Shut up,
You're
man.
my mom. Give me a real one.
You're my house, bitch.
Fuck off. Give me a real one. I'll smoke both of them. I gotta cut this shit with that stuff. Hopefully this isn't shit. Looks better. I can tell when it's the light brown stuff. It's like the crap. It's the cardboard. This is high quality.
So, this is actually...
Is it actually? I'm excited if it is. Is it really?
It's different.
Okay. I miss that tuna kush so bad.
You can't... If you always use it,
then
you don't know what it's like.
I know.
You got to bring it around like once every 2 months. Or like, once a month.
I was going to say like once a year, bro, with you.
Now? No.
When was the last time you had tuna kush?
That last time.
No, before that.
2 months before that.
No.
3 months before.
Not with me. Oh, you held it onto for yourself, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Tech.
Oh, yeah.
That's
people.
whatever.
What were you going to ask me?
Do you find that black people smoke weed more when you're in San Diego?
I think just Americans do more shit than Canadians. Across the board. They're just more extreme fucking people, bro. There's more of them and there's more variety of them because there's just more of them. So within that amount of population, you're gonna get a bunch of sheep.
This is different.
Yeah, you're gonna get a bunch of sheep. It's different. It's like it doesn't taste terrible. But it tastes different.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe it.
It's like some of it is similar to this other one.
Yeah,
but it's still better. It's weird.
Yeah, but it's no tuna. Don't get it twisted. What are the odds that you marry a Korean chick, bro?
Not high.
Why is this? They can be Catholic?
No, they're generally not. They're generally like their own Christian. They are religious, though. Very religious.
Extremely.
Almost too extreme. That last, the biggest serial killer in Korea was this church leader, I think.
Yeah, but bro, nothing happens in Korea, bro.
South Korea is fucking one of the
bro.
safest countries in the world.
Yeah, until they do like fucked up shit.
I mean, you follow a clan of fucking kid fuckers. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I'll give you that.
Like, Catholics aren't the best. Neither are Muzzies. Neither are Jews, bro.
It's bad all around.
It's terrible. I don't know any religion. Like, maybe Buddhists. But even those motherfuckers, they do some crazy shit.
Did I ever tell you a story when I was in Thailand with Emil and we went to go to a temple, a Buddhist temple?
I have so many jokes to say, but I just let you say it.
They're old, though, so, like, just take it easy, all right? We went to this ancient or, like, well-regarded Buddhist temple. It's part of a tour.
Yeah.
They'll, like, take us around. But the last one ended at this literally golden temple.
Yeah.
And most of it was just painted gold.
Yeah.
It still looks crazy. It looks ballin' as fuck.
Yeah.
But the actual tip of the temple, I'd say the last, like, 2 feet, solid gold.
Yeah.
And it's, it's ornate. It's beautiful. But anyways, when we were up there, it was a night tour. So
Can you cop a feel?
Yeah, you can touch what you want.
Can you cop a feel?
Here's where the story's leading into. So it's nighttime. So it was closed off to everybody, the people who were on the tour.
Yeah.
So there wasn't many people, just the tour group and then the monks. What do I see in one of the rooms? But one of these monks in the fucking everything.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was swiping on Tinder.
No way. No way.
He had his phone. He had a phone, first of all,
No
which is what the fuck.
way.
Cell phone?
Dog, you know what? That makes
I
me
was dead.
That makes me sad, bro. Nobody's genuinely who they are. Like, you'll meet all these Korean chicks, right? And maybe it's because there's not enough of them here, so you don't get enough variety, or maybe it's the ones that are in the places I'm in, they're not of many sorts of variety. But
That's good.
But you find out, like, this girl is, like, all nice, and she's, like, let's say she's whatever, right?
So are you worried now?
No. It's not even that worry, bro. It's like you just giving up. Bro, whoever you think is not a whore is a whore. Every girl in one perspective or another is a fucking whore.
You know what this comes back to? Our discussion of free will.
Yeah, we don't have it, dog.
That doesn't matter, though. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether we do or whether we don't. You're much better off thinking that you do.
Yeah, no shit.
So
if you're strong enough mentally, you could go the other way.
Going to this, you're much better off thinking that they're not whores, even if they are.
Yeah, but it's like you're kind of the guy that is telling you, hey, remember when you were a kid? Somebody would be like, don't worry about it. You're a kid.
No. You're smart enough to know the real truth, but you don't go around thinking about that because it doesn't make things better. It doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't make you do anything better in any objective sense. You're much better off just thinking that the opposite, the better side is true.
But then the thing is
because
like,
you live a better, more fulfilled life.
Even if you never get married and never...
What do you mean? No, I'm talking about if you assume... So just like with the free will thing, you just assume that there is. Because here's the thing. If you assume there's free will, even if you know there's not, you go through life in a much more enjoyable way.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whether there is or isn't free will doesn't affect physically what you're doing.
Yeah.
But mentally it will. Because if you think there's nobody, like, you might be the type of person that's like, there's no point, blah, blah. But if you go through will thinking that there is, and you start doing all these, like, more fulfilling things where you start learning more, you start enjoying life more, doing all these things that from an objective sense, if there was no free will, wouldn't matter. Doesn't make sense. You're like, why are you doing all this shit? There's no free will.
Yeah.
But if you think the opposite and you act on the opposite, you end up with a better life. I think the same is true here.
Maybe.
Think about that.
But it's brought me to the idea that, like, everything you see isn't what it is, man. And this is a very basic understanding. Like, you learn this at a very young age. Like, I remember being probably like 12 or 13 when I started getting the bottom side of the iceberg here, or the top side of the iceberg. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but like the initial idea that, like, what you don't
see is the actual truth, and what you see is like what they want you to see because everybody wants a certain image. So that goes from corporations all the way down to like individuals, right? And they want to persuade you of like something. Like look at your dumbass. You're acting like you smoke some weed, but like look at your eyes. Oh, I smoke both of it, bro. You're wrecked. You look like shit right now. You look like
take it easy, man. You're the one who looked like shit from the beginning. And
I've been to prison. No shit, this is a different look.
Bro, stop fucking clinging on to that. Was years ago.
Yeah, I know, but you still age at a faster rate.
You're ridiculous.
But I was going to tell you, at what age are you going to just call it if you're not married?
Call it?
Yeah.
What do you mean call it? Like kill yourself?
No.
Oh,
what?
Okay. I'm like, yeah, what's call it?
What?
Call what?
You've been hanging out with those kids a lot, man.
What's call it?
You guys need more tests. Really though? No, not dating though. I'm not saying dating.
What are you saying?
I'm talking about like anything serious. So everything's just for fun.
45, 50. 50 probably.
50? You're just gonna rock it. You know when it's gonna get awkward? From 39 to 45. Or whenever you fucking stop. From 39 to that age, every time you go to any bachelor parties or anything like that, you're going to be the 39-year-old.
Oh, well, depends who your friend group is.
Yeah, but most likely, like the
guys... I know what you mean,
though. The guys you hang out... Listen, I'm a little different on the scale. The guys you hang out with are normal guys who are going to generally... I mean, I could name...
Except for the doctor.
I can name...
That guy's not normal.
I could name Moo and fucking Homeboy in San Fran. They're going to get married faster than you think, dog. And then they're going to get divorced probably. I can marry again. I call it right now. That was the name of the game. That's the way, though, with those guys. Those, like... Those normal guys that make, like, $300K plus... That's the thing. They'll have a first marriage and they'll have another marriage once they settle things. This is what you guys were talking about too.
What do you mean?
These are your words, not even mine.
What, but them being the first?
No, you persuade. Okay, like we're talking about. Remember we were talking about multiple marriages when Brian was here.
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys were running game on me on how these fintech guys and these like ultra fucking, I guess 1%ers for their age class, would get married to make things easy for like the new job transition. And then after like 10 years, they'll get a divorce and have a second wife that transitions from that age to the retirement or whatever. And you guys are running game on this. Mm-hmm. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever. That's the most ridiculous. Like, you know how fat of an L you got to take? Like, you got to take a fat L at like 40. If that's the deal. Like, if he was gonna get married at 30, 10 years, and then take a fat L at 40, because your most productive years were 30 to 40 anyway. Like working, so those are your highest, probably close to your highest salaries. You're gonna take an L there?
Probably not.
You're gonna take an L there and then go?
I wouldn't say that's your highest salary.
A lot of people fall off, Hector, though, when they hit like 50, 55.
Yeah, but not
there's a lot of people that fall off.
Depends on what world you're in. If you're in that finance world, you're hoping that you're going to stay in it long term. And if you stay in it long term, you're peaking at the very end. That's when it gets fucking serious. That's when it gets really serious when it comes to pay. That's when you're talking about like $50 salaries, but $3 million bonuses, $4 million. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's when you get there, and you don't really get there young.
Bro, this guy's talking like he's got some serious...
No, I didn't light it properly. I was like trying to suck it back.
Yo, I'm gonna run that clip back. You're gonna see you were smoking that shit like you got some blues, man. Like you got some real pain that you're trying to like even that, man. Like, yo, you know when a guy really needs the weed is this motion when they blow it and then they look at it. Like they can't get enough from just like smoking it. They gotta look at it getting smoked.
Yeah.
Do you think you're mentally
fall? So like you're talking
fall off?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Call it.
Do you have any issues with like in your family with that?
With what?
with dementia, with Alzheimer's, with all that kind of brain stuff.
It's different. There's
there
no
history?
Alzheimer's. There's no Alzheimer's or dementia.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies from heart attack.
No. I'm asking you. So do you have
That's
no
what I'm
history?
saying, yeah.
So yeah, you got a pretty good chance of you staying lucid till like the very end, almost.
This is why I kind of stayed off drugs, man, and didn't like. No, really. This is not. This is not gonna
I'm sorry.
affect
A
you.
drug's not a drug unless
Nah.
it's illegal.
No,
What the
this
fuck?
is not. This is not a drug. This doesn't affect you.
Oh, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
This
This
is
does. You know how much brain damage this actually does to you?
How much?
A lot, especially because when you did it as a kid.
Show me a study.
Look up marijuana brain effects teenagers.
I wasn't a teenager when I first started smoking weed.
When did you first start smoking weed?
Guess.
High school.
No.
You sure?
No.
You have to think about it there.
No. This is why. Okay?
18?
This is why.
Did you do it before you were fully brain developed, which is 25?
No. But I didn't
Yes,
do
you
it
did.
enough. I'm saying I did it, but I didn't do it enough. You know when I really started smoking weed? 21, 22.
That's doing damage to you, my guy.
I don't know, man. I noticed it for people. For certain people, I noticed it it's much more relevant for them versus me because they like there's aspects to brain damage.
Okay, Mr. Dr. Neurologist over here. Dr. Akbash.
Listen, I studied this in the womb.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
That's such an aggressive one. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, the other day, we're talking about aggressive. The other day, Sonny's fat, right? I cut this up, but
Yes.
Homeboy's fat, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Homeboy's maybe 240, 230.
Nope.
Yo, he runs me his numbers.
Yeah, I know his
He's
number.
like 5'9", 270.
Yeah.
270. He's like, oh, I lost 15 pounds. I'm like, what were you, 285? He doesn't look 285.
No,
That's
no.
the fucking problem.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, yo, dog, like 285. Like, aside from you, I think everybody's taking mad L's health wise.
Okay.
Like, who's not?
In the group?
Yeah,
Emil.
he's got like family health problems. He's already fucking handicapped, bro.
What do you mean handicap?
Like, no, he's got legit fucking problems. He's got skin problems. Those are autoimmune problems, bro. That's bigger than the skin. It's an autoimmune problem he's got. Like those Balkan guys, man, they got some serious problems, bro. There's a lot of inbreeding in those fucking tribes.
There's a lot of inbreeding everywhere.
No, not like them. They were like few tribes in a cold area.
Oh, I hate that shit. It goes in your nose.
Oh, dude, it's the worst.
Oh, God.
It's the worst.
I think I got a good chance. Just looking at my history, family-wise. But I'm worried about my mom's side because my grandpa died. But it wasn't nothing mental. But both those grandparents looking kind of suspect. My dad's side though was A1. But yeah, the mom's side is a bit suspect.
Mine, everybody's dead, man. Everybody's dead. But like, bro, the thing is, with
Like
mine,
my grandma still have my dad's side.
relatively, you guys had kids in your even my grandparents and my great grandparents. They all had kids after 30.
After 30?
Everybody
After 30?
after 30.
Damn.
So like, there's
But like much after 30 or like
no, we're talking like 35. Like, bro,
damn.
my mom had my sister at like 29.
Yeah, because my mom had me when she was 31.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you have it that,
Oh shit, dude. 32 actually.
yeah. So my mom had me when she was 35. So after that, it's kind of like, you can't, even if your parents age well, like into their 90s, there's a good chance that, you might not see your grandparents. Because if you get married and have kids
I
and do the same
understand.
pattern,
Yeah, understand.
they would have to be 90 for your parents to be 60, for you to be 30, for you to have a kid.